Hello, let's do Wordle for June 22nd. Let's give our members wheel a spin, see what we're starting with today. Ooh, looks like Fluid, suggested by Cindy Hobbs, who's a tier 2 member, so Fluid's on there twice. Nice, that's an interesting start. It's got like a couple mid-tier letters and then mid-tier vowels as well. All right, well, so I'm on a 222 streak. Let's start with Fluid. Hey, there's a U in the word, all right. What are we doing with this U? I like U something something Y, like mummy. I don't know, probably not money. Sunny. I mean, I'd like to not repeat a letter if I can avoid it, but I'd like to use letters that tend to be repeated. So like we've got R's and N's and M's, things like that. I feel like we could maybe get away with an R there with a different letter after it. Ooh, how about rusty? Actually, I kind of like that. Very common letters. Just my UI idea. Okay, well, my UI idea is wrong. So there are two words that end in U, but we've already had them. So we can kind of assume the two words are, what were they? Bayou and fu. Wait, what was it? Snafu. A D is not going to be an answer. So anyway, and it's also, there's no D, but so we either start with U or we have a U fourth. Both of them seem reasonable, but let's look at U fourth first because I tend not to like to start with vowels if we can avoid it. So something like TROU. I mean, it could even be trout. How about something like grout, just to avoid repeating a letter? All right, well, I was right about where the U goes, nothing else. Tumor, no. So I think we got to do like an A here and then a U here. Maybe like TARU. What would that be? Oh, we can also use an E. Or would it be like an AU word here? We'd have to, the R would have to go at the end, which is a bit of an issue. I just don't see how that's going to work. So I think we want the R to be in the middle. Or at the very least, if the R is at the end, I don't think we want an A before the U. Could it end in like TUR somehow? ETUR. Or we could do RU. Maybe like a TRU? Would it be like an A at the start or E? Like atra. That doesn't look like a word. Atrum. Wow, is this a weird word again? Or am I just not? I'm probably just not thinking of the right thing here. What if we start with T? Let's start with that. We know the U's there. And then an R there. Okay. Teru or Taru. Neither of those seem to work. Okay. So what about a T here? RU. Or what about T first and then UR? I just don't like the UR very much. I don't know. TA something UR? Taber, Tanner, Tecker. I'm just not seeing it. Okay, TE something UR. We could also, we could repeat the U at the start, but I don't know, like it would have to be unter. That would be forced. That's not a word. Okay, so no. Or U something TUR. Or UT something RU. Yeah. A true. RU. Can't do RUT. TUR. Nature has an E at the end. Oh. Nature without an E. Enter. A lot of the words I'm thinking of, like mature, nature, all end in E. I really don't think we're going to do a TUR word without an E at the end. So, obviously, we don't have room for that. TRU. We'd start with a vowel, certainly, because there's no S. I mean, what about ending in like UE? Hmm. It was a thought. I don't see it. It would have to be R-U-E. We could put the T here though. Taru. How about run? I don't see it. What's happening here? What can I do? Should I look at AU again? So AU forces the R at the end. And the T is first or second. No, I don't think it works. I don't know what the right question to ask is. Obviously, the R is here or here. We know where the U goes, and then the T is a bit open. Just can't go at the end. Keep wanting to do like tutor, which is obviously wrong, but that's the kind of word I'm thinking about. We get two new letters. One of them is going to be a vowel. The A or the E. What about just like starting with A, ending with U? It just feels like it's got to be TRU at that point. Like, I guess we could do T somewhere and then UR, but ooh, oh wait, author. No, sorry. That's completely wrong. But like this almost looks like a word. What is it? I don't think it's right. Darn. Doesn't that feel like a word? Like the word author? I don't know. It's wrong. Author has an OR. No, darn it. What do I do? Gotta think of this word somehow. I might be down to one word. It's certainly not QU. Right? QUE or something. No, I don't have anywhere for the R if I do that. This R is limited. ATRU. AR. No, we can't do ART. ATRU. ETRU. 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 Atru. I'm trying to get something to luck in. Tur. Atter. See if natter or matter lucks in without the E. No. Catter. I could try all of these, but you want some water? Yeah, I hope this is a word I know. Nah, I highly doubt any of these are locking in, and I hate having to go back to the first letter every time. So I'd rather not go through them all. After I'm almost done, but all right. So we know it's not TUR with an A. So we know it's not ATUR, I guess. It doesn't really help me, does it? I already kind of knew that. RU. I like run, but like the T kind of messes it up. Like Terran, Atron, Utron. See, if I do this has to be T, that has to be U, or that has to be R. So it's not enter. Oh, enter for sure, yeah. I don't know. So in general, if we're using a new letter after the U, so basically not an R after the U, then this is RU. And so we need the T first or second. That's just how it works. I keep repeating myself, but I'm obviously missing something every time I do this. So I guess I'm trying to prove it has to be UR at this point, but UP seems reasonable. UE seems reasonable, like just pronounceable, right? When I say reasonable, I mean pronounceable. Not UH, UJ, UK. I really don't think UK. UZ, UX, UC. C is like kinda like, I just don't think that works. V, no. B, B's don't end words at all. B, N. I think I tried the N quite a bit, and then M. So really like P, E, P, C, or M are kind of our big ones. Maybe N. Something like let's try a true, a trup, a truck, a trun, a trum. What is going on? This is the worst. A true, trup. I guess I don't know if I can end in A. A trum. None of this is even like ringing a bell. Like it doesn't seem right. So is RU not it? Is it UR? The T is pretty open at this point. Did I give AUR enough of a chance? I feel like I did, but like, is it thar somehow? Or I don't know what else to do. Atar. I may have to just do a filler just to get what the other letters are. Like use an E and an A, and then just like try the various letters that go after the U. Like I really hate doing this, but I'm just completely lost on what this word is. So I may have to do that. What would I guess if I were to do that? So like I'm curious about EA, obviously. And I'm curious about ending in UP, UN, UM, things like that. I also kind of want to know where the R goes. So I think what I would do is I would put an R in the middle. And then I just try to get some good consonants out of this. What would I do? Or I could end in ER, knowing if the R is at the end is actually, I pick an AER word. Something like caper or namer. Namer might be good because I want to know about the U and UM. Not paper, but maybe taper. I think taper would be a good filler because that also helps place the T. I feel like P is a reasonable consonant to be including. Maybe tamer. Okay, so I think tamer would be my filler if I were gonna do one. I think it helps a lot in narrowing down my options. So I'm gonna do that just to save some time. Yell at me if you want. All right, so T is first. No A or E. So, oh, it's thrum. I didn't even consider not doing another vowel. Yeah, that helped a lot. Wow, that's a tough. I thought we were out of 3 consonants, but THR obviously is a 3 consonant that worked. Okay. That's just my yeah, that's just my brain not working right. Okay. Thrum. Wow, that's a tough. That was tough. All right. THR. Yeah, there are several THR words. I don't know why I didn't think about it. It's because E and A were left. I wonder if thrum was it though. Let's find out. I think with a bunch more time that could have been a 4, but whatever. I wasn't gonna lose. Let's see. Fluid. We had the U. So it's suggesting surge. Is Rusty on the list? It's not. I thought Rusty was good. Anyway. Rusty gives us the RUT, all yellow. And already we're down to grout, thrum, trout, and utter. And I went with grout, which it's also saying do grout. Yeah, and then it's going to be one word left. So yeah, it's literally only thrum. So I had to think of thrum, and that was it. So I did tamer, to help me find thrum. But it should have been a 4. Let's see. It goes for surge. So thrum has the R and the U, and that's it. Now it goes for croup or trout. It's down to croup, occur, trout, umbra. Wait, what happened to thrum? Oh, the R's in the right place. Oh, interesting. Oh, now it's only thrum. Wow, that would be... Okay, this would be even harder to think of. Holy moly. Thinking of thrum from this? That's worse than what I had. Oh my gosh. That would drive me insane. Because you got vowels left too. You've got the A left. Holy moly. This might be the hardest game in existence. Fluid, then surge. And the answer is thrum. All right. Let's look at Saleh. Thrum has the T. All right, it's going to go for thorn, which is extremely helpful for getting thrum. But you do have to think of thrum from that. Okay. Wow, getting that TH though, that's key. All right, cool. Well, I apologize for using that filler. Think of it as a time saver. So I wasn't sitting here for another 15 minutes trying to think of the answer. In fact, I'm going to leave it uncut just to show you how much I suffered. Feel free to, hopefully you fast forwarded it. Anyway, that is it for this video. If you'd like to watch the New York Times games plus the bonus game that I play every day, then you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.